Welcome back to the Odryssian Kingdom campaign. Hopefully this time it works. I've actually recorded a couple of episodes and the recordings broke, so they couldn't upload. I played around with it, tried to make it work, but I didn't make it work, so we're going back in time, for me at least, and redoing some of these episodes. So here, let's just go ahead and auto-resolve. Now, I'm really not sure what's going on now because I'm having to go back so far. But that'll be okay. So it looks like this was... Okay, yeah, so this is the capital in that three-city province. Let's just go ahead and occupy that. Yeah, anyway, I've been trying to get this campaign to move along, but I screwed up the recording somehow. And so that's put me pretty far behind schedule. In any case, let's get these guys moving up north. It's actually hurt their replenishment pretty bad to do that. So we are pretty far negative on food. So let's do what we can to get that turned around quickly. Now, I'm not sure how much land Galatia has. But let's maybe go scout around a bit. Wait a minute, is this just telling me even though I have no idea who owns this? Okay, so if Galatia has more than one city over here, maybe it's not really worth attacking this way. Maybe I should just play some defense up here. And to do that, I think I'll just use this army. So we will send these guys. It's fall, so we don't want them to be caught in the mountains right now. We will go ahead and move them over here and patrol. We'll start moving these guys up north, because if I remember right, I still have an army way out here that can help out this direction as well. This guy had a level up to do. Let's see, and since this is like a siege army, siege and swords mostly, let's definitely not do defense for spirit units. Okay, morale during offensive and campaign movement range. Let's do the campaign movement range. I kind of want to get the other one as well, but let's do rampart takers instead. Now, these guys, I kind of like going with missiles over here because of the pikes. It's nice to have a strong missile force to draw them in. Let's see what other options I could get, though. Could get light cav masters, don't really care for that. Don't care for that at all. Let's go ahead and go with the skirmishers and the melee attack campaign movement range. Mix up. Let's go ahead and patrol over here as well, just to see if we can get some little extra bit of replenishment. Now here, replenishment's going to take quite a while, I think. So let's just hang out. These guys are recruiting, but whatever. We can go ahead and let them recruit and come after us. I don't really care. What I might even do is if these guys pop into the settlement, I can just go attack it next turn. and that should slow them down, keep them from getting around me. Alright, let's see what other options I have. Fleet has 2 turns of supplies left, so next turn I've got to remember to send them to a port. The Fury gets to continue hanging out. You know what? What kind of garrison? Oh, they actually have a pretty tough garrison here. It's a little bit injured, but not enough to make too much of a difference. I was considering going and attacking this real quick and just, like, sacking it. But I don't know if we have enough foreigners to replenish. You know what? Why don't we try that? Why don't we just run over here and sack it? Let's do a quick check around and see if they've got any armies nearby. I actually can't check very far. So you know what? Screw it. Let's just do this.
We take this settlement for the tribe!
Oh, and I'm even getting reinforcements from Pergamon. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve it. We'll play defensive, even though I should take a little bit more casualties. I think it'll push some of the casualties onto these guys. Hopefully. I don't know. Let's see. Didn't lose any full units. General stayed relatively healthy. These guys actually managed to get a little bit involved. So it looks like we probably spread the casualties across them a little. Now, let's sack the place. Or I could liberate it. Nah. Let's take the money and run. And if Pergamon wants to, they can just pop in and take it next turn. Because we're kind of buddies with Pergamon. Okay, a lot of army level ups going on. What kinds of options do I have here? I really, really like Indomitable Infantry. What on earth? And a dead Roman. So, I mean, this is like a hoplite army. I don't know if it'll stay a hoplite army, because these guys are medium hoplites, and if I'm going to use hoplites, I'd like them to be heavy, just because they do better in a frontal engagement, generally speaking. You know what, why don't we... just give them the Unrelenting Force boost and Wolves of the North. And we'll call that good. We'll pop back over to our city. I really hope Pergamon takes this next turn. Because, I mean, I'm going to want to expand here eventually, but that's many turns away right now. Okay, now let me double check all of my real estate here. Got enough food. We could do with a banditry decrease. That's going to take away an additional 2 food, which we can't afford, so let's go ahead and do that. And we can afford the squalor penalty as well, so let's build that. And we're doing excellent on food in this province, but not quite so great on banditry. What if we upgrade this, because we'll get 3 food out of it, and then convert this over to here to reduce some banditry? Let's see how that plays out. Public order's fine. If we were to do this, we would go down to 0 on the public order. What does it do in terms of money? An extra 30 wealth from agriculture. and growth in population. So not terribly important for this city, so let's actually just wait for a while on that one. Pretty sure that's what I want here. Okay, we're getting food into the positive, and banditry down to 0. Let's... Okay, so that's not going to take food yet. But we are increasing this, which is going to jump our food up by 9. That doesn't have any public order or banditry penalties, so we'll upgrade it immediately. This does have public order and, well, just public order issues. But it also gives us a public order bonus for all provinces, so let's build that as well. We have the money to afford this kind of building. Banditry's looking okay here. Let's maybe just wait for a little bit, because I don't like losing the wealth for maintenance. Banditry is a little high in this province. We'll be dropping it a touch with that. I would love to be able to build this, but I'm pretty sure I can't, because I'm not Sparta. I think you have to be Sparta to build that. Not 100% sure, but I'm kinda sure. Anyway. Check on Italy. Things look good here. Public order isn't the best here, but it will be getting a little bit of a boost. From 2 to 6, so not enough to justify losing a bunch of public order. That is only 1 public order. And anything we can do to increase our wealth here would be good. So let's go ahead and do that. Banditry is pretty good, but public order is not great. I think I'm going to build a temple here. Alright, I will check loyalty. I do need to get my money going back positive again. Oh, you dirty boys. Why do you hate me? Other factors. What other factors? Political instability because of the faction leader. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. I was hoping I wouldn't get that because he just died of old age, but evidently it happens no matter what. Would it be worth sending you to boost public order anywhere? It might be worth it to send you here just to get it swinging in the positive as soon as possible. Okay, so that's doing good things over here. Now enough messing about. You know what would this do to my public order across the board? It would raise my income fairly significantly. And it's not hurting public order too bad. But let's not do it. Because it's actually only gaining us an additional like 6,000 gold, so let's just go to the next turn. Now, I can't remember which episode I mentioned this in at this point, but I've got a new microphone because my old one broke. I've been playing around with microphones and things, and it broke of all this stupid crap. And unfortunately, the one that I bought as a replacement picks up the sound of my graphics card fan. And I've played around with the settings a whole bunch and have not been able to eliminate it. So unfortunately for now, we're just going to have to deal with the graphics card fan in the background. If it's a huge problem, because I'm sure you guys can hear it right now, it's just kicked up again. If that's a big problem and is really annoying, just let me know, and I will play around some more and see if I can get a better solution. But for now, I'd rather not have to go buy another microphone. So anyway, just let me know what you think. If you can handle it for now, that's great. If not, I can go buy another microphone. That can be done. Let's just keep the troops moving. I wonder if Galatia would accept peace right now. Now, you guys could go in there and take attrition, or if you came around here, I mean, it would take 3 turns just to get to here. Versus I could just wait for a turn and then go through the mountain pass without taking attrition. It's actually, while we're not replenishing anyway, let's pop over here and do some raiding. Because our income is pretty far down right now. We went from an expected 9,000 to 4,000. Did I knock this down 2 levels? No, just 1. So that would have been kind of annoying. Oh, my fleet. For the first time in forever, I'm actually remembering to dock my fleet so it doesn't take attrition. Now, way back over here, these guys are taking attrition because probably it's an extreme blizzard in this province, which is basically going to prevent them from moving as well. I hate the weather system sometimes, but whatever. Okay, you guys still get to just hang out here and patrol. You should probably get some public order boost, or cultural conversion boosting. Looks like we've already gone that route. So let's do the Empire maintenance and start him into some administration. Loyalty should be back up in the positive soon. Yeah, 1 more turn on that. Oh man, we're losing influence too. That's kind of annoying. Are you married? I was going to say I was going to try and do a political marriage, but it looks like she already had that. Don't really care for any of these. Nobody needs to get married. Oh, was I building a temple somewhere that I needed to remember? Was it in Italy? Yes. Because we need public order up in Italy. I gotta make sure I didn't deconstruct anything else. I'm feeling pretty scatterbrained right now. Okay. Looks like everything's taken care of for this turn. We've got plenty of food in this province, so let's go ahead and keep upgrading these cities. Our sanitation should be looking alright. Let's end the turn.
The love of gold can stir evil in men. Give us your... We come to you instead.
Looks like Nervii didn't make it very long. So we're gonna go ahead and do some raiding, bring the spy back up to keep an eye on this army. I might just go hit this city right now and sack it. That is a kind of strong garrison, though. Maybe it's not worth taking the losses just to get an extra 3,000 to 5,000 gold. So let's go ahead and drop back. Can we get some replenishment yet? What kind of population do we have in this city? Probably not enough to get any real replenishment, so let's just keep raiding for now. Now you guys... Well, that's disappointing. That would be the fastest way to go. I suppose they could replenish they could get back up to full strength either way. So you guys come up this way, just take the... Wow, that actually did way more damage than I was expecting it to. You guys get up here and get ready to patrol for a little bit. This army that's just miles and miles behind will get here eventually. You guys can go ahead and come back out and patrol. Wait a minute, did having these guys docked decrease my income? I was gonna say, I thought it should increase it to have them in the harbor. Alright, well let's patrol and get an extra 4 gold per turn, that's nice. See how replenishment looks for these guys. They will be back up to shape. Back up to full strength next turn. Pergamon did take this settlement, so you're welcome, bub. Let's just go ahead and bring this spy over here. Alright, have we moved everyone that needs to, and are all of my governors still deployed? Fury's just hanging out as usual. Alright, so everything looks good. That was poor speaking. Everything looks good there. Our loyalty's back up in the positive. We should be done with the penalty to our influence that we had. I'm debating sending one of my people with slightly lower influence out to... she only has 1 authority. Let's go ahead and just make it 0, or she's only going to have 1 authority. But research rate boost, whatever, it'll be alright. And let's try and get her some promotions by actually having her accomplish something. So let's go to Latium. So as you can see, they're down below the threshold for inspired populace. So now they should be motivated, I think. which decreases the bonuses to growth and tax rate. And in Roma, we want as high of a tax rate as we can get, just about. Real quick, how are we doing on slaves? Okay, so slaves aren't much of a problem right now, at least in Latium. Not much of a problem in our capital province either. Alright, so let's move on to the next turn.
We have war.
Oh, come
the board is
on.
ready and the peace is in place. There is nothing else except to die well.
Let's go ahead and not call our allies to help. We can probably just peace out with those guys next turn. Okay, so they've stopped recruiting. Galatia should be hurting pretty bad. Let's see if we can get some replenishment this turn. The game might not tell me I can, but I might be able to anyway. The replenishment thing doesn't seem to work correctly. Once we get this completed, we'll definitely get some good replenishment. You guys keep moving. You guys go ahead, get here, and patrol. The slowest army on the face of the earth. Keep trekking. Right. Let's see if I can remember for once. I mean, I did good last time, but I very often forget about my fleets. And so they take attrition for no reason. Let's see if I can avoid that this time. Why did your path get blocked? What did it get blocked by? That's really weird. Right, took some kind of heavy attrition, but we'll be back up to strength soon enough, I think. I don't really need that right now. Let's go with the tax rate. And do we go with the tax rate again, or the empire maintenance? Let's do that. Now the other dude... That was not the other dude. This is the other one. We do kind of need the cultural conversion here still, but we definitely do not need the public order over here. And since that's a main focus of this guy right now, is public order, well, we'll sink some points into cultural conversion and leave him here for now. I was thinking about moving him, but we'll go ahead and keep him here. Give him those stat boosts just for why not. Alright, now as far as nations we are at war with, will the Treveri peace out with us?
Do not attempt to sweeten truth, Conan.
I cannot make them a client because they're so far away, so let's just demand as much money as they will give us. Interesting. Okay, 6,000, huh? Not even 6,000. Alright, so now we don't have to care about them. We got a little extra cash.
Greetings.
Moderate, okay.
Do not stand there, mute as though with the tongue cut from your head. Speak.
They don't want peace, which is kind of remarkable to me. You are still on your way over here. What happens if we bring you up to the border? Okay, wait, and raiding takes... Whoa! That didn't take nearly as many of his movement points as I was expecting. Let's go ahead and pop them in here, and if they want to go, let's go. I'm okay with sacking this settlement. They basically have one army here, but half of it is just garbage. Well, not garbage, but not particularly good garrison troops. Okay, did all of my armies move? Yes. Loyalty still positive, but only just. We need to get our influence up without losing loyalty. How do we do that effectively? We can just throw money at them. Let's try that.
We come to you in strength, to speak words of strength. Reply then, with a strength that welcomes peace.
It's unfortunate that I can't make them into a client state.
Perhaps.
Definitely not doing that because I intend to end that war shortly.
My offer is a straight-shot arrow. My people want your trade good.
It's a little annoying, but we're still in the positive on food faction-wide. And it's not murdered the public order here. Yeah, so that's not too big of a deal. Okay. Here and Athens can be improved, actually. How long will that take? 10 turns? That's going to give us 9 food. That's taking 2. Let's just leave that one as is for now. And then Athens was the other place where construction happened. No penalty from building a city center here, except for a little bit of income, but that's not much of a problem. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, alright? Okay, I would like to switch this over. How much food would we lose for that? 10 food. We can replace that by upgrading this building. Public order looks good, and it will be staying stable. Let's go ahead and let those buildings finish up, and then we'll check in later. Okay, come out of the raiding stance and lay siege. Actually gives them pretty good odds. Okay, let's continue the siege and then check if they're willing to have peace now.
Be welcome, and may Hermes bless your words with appropriate speed, for I have other business today.
Alright, well, looks like we have our answer, and we have our first fight of the episode. I might need to switch these guys out eventually too, but for now I'll keep them. Alright, well, 2 units of cavalry, and 2.5 basically units of missiles. Now I've got turn plates. I need to either sack or liberate this place. I don't want to occupy it. And I've been doing some playing around with hoplites and how to use them. I'm certainly not perfect at it, but I think I've figured out a way to make them a little more effective in combat. You know what, we'll put you guys on the left side, and you guys out on the right. Now this will probably mean that they send their cavalry after me out here, because the AI loves to just come around and charge into the side of your formation right off the bat. So let's put these guys up here to prevent that. And the general can just kind of hang out for now. Let's actually bump the archers up to the front. I don't normally do that, but... And let's put them on skirmish mode as well. Hopefully they don't charge out at me, they just sit there. Because if they just sit there, I can shoot them to death. But if they charge out, I can surround them easily. I might run my cavalry around the side and try and take out their couple of boats. But if they land here, I won't be able to get to them, I don't think. Okay, let's actually go here, because we're just about in range with our archers. Go just a little bit further, and then the archers can open fire. Okay, so Peltus, so they're actually not going to go down quick, so let's take out the archers first. That'll win us a range advantage and a numerical advantage with our missiles, which frankly we already have. Not getting a lot of kills on them yet, but we are hitting some other units in the side. There's some cavalry. We'll just go ahead and let this play out for a little bit. If they're going to sit there, I'm more than happy to keep shooting them. As you can see, it's not taking a ton of our ammo yet. I feel like we're not getting particularly good volleys, though. Let's maybe just reorganize a touch. Maybe the volleys are being spread out because the unit is doing some weird pathfinding stuff. I don't know. Alright, well, let's see if they sit still for a moment, and then we'll hit them again. Alright, they fired on the move, it looks like. There's some good volleys. That's how it's supposed to look. Okay, that should break them. I mean, I actually love watching that kind of thing. I just love it. Just arrows melting through a unit. And we've actually done quite a bit of damage to these peltas as well. Now, since we're shooting into their right side, like, I normally probably wouldn't spend my arrows on them right now because we'd be shooting them in the front and they have shields, but we're shooting them in the side. We've already hit them with a bunch of overshot. So let's see how much damage we can do. Apparently quite a bit. Okay, let's go ahead and stop. I'm hoping at this point they get ready to charge out at me. Okay, let's move the archers up just a bit more so we can get this unit in range and then take them out. Hopefully one volley does the trick. That'd be really nice. I mean, I doubt it, but maybe. I was on the wrong unit for that. Yeah, it didn't do much damage on the first volley. I think a lot of our damage is being absorbed by this unit of spears. But these guys still won't last very long. So let's just start shooting here. You guys actually switch to flaming shot, see if you can break them. Come on, let's see it. Where's the flaming shot? Oh, maybe they had to move because they're... Okay, never mind. Everyone back to standard shot. Wow, that cuts my range down a lot when I switch over to flaming shot. Alright, now how do I want to do this? Because this will turn into a little bit of a grindy fight. If I just hit them from the front. I wonder if I try and send some units around here, maybe a unit of hoplites to hold this and another one to try and crush in from the side. It can force some side shots on them. Let's try that. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and move up. Everyone except the arrows, maybe? Yeah, everyone except the bows and the general. Can just go ahead and move up. General, we do want to move forward, just not quite as far. Now moving through our own formation is going to slow us down a little bit, but while we're not taking missile fire, I don't care that much. I mean, we'll take a little bit from these guys tossing their javelins. Okay, now you two, get over here quickly. You... 4? Let's move it up. Okay, maybe stop there. You guys charge in. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try and do with hoplites. Let them get a charge in, and then put them into phalanx. Let's not charge these guys in just yet. They're going to take some missile fire, but we have to accept that. You guys sit still back here for a moment. You guys come up here. Okay, we actually want all of our archer units to deal with these guys. You guys are ready to go into a phalanx. You guys get your charge, hopefully. Okay, now that they're in phalanx, let's try and get them to form up a little bit tighter. Losing decisively. Must be the missile fire, right? Because there's no way these eastern spears are doing that. Let's go ahead and drop you guys down into the phalanx. Just to hopefully be more resistant to that cavalry. I actually forgot I had melee infantry at all in this battle. Yeah, we're going to take some losses. It's a price I'm willing to pay. Okay, their archers have been dealt with. Let's run you guys around the back. Try and run you guys through this center gap. No, you gotta go this way.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay. Oh, you guys have just run right up the middle anyway. Okay, these guys are not doing particularly well. So I'll maybe send in some troops to support them here in a moment. I could have sworn I said reform. Take you guys off of fire at will, charge all of our units in there. You guys disengage and go after the cavalry. You guys have almost broken through. Oh, that unit's broken in half. We need to pull them out of there. They're winning decisively somehow. Okay, we'll continue giving attack orders. Send you guys through the middle. Everyone over here, do that, except for you. You can just come over here and shoot those guys. What? Why? Okay, break phalanx, come this way. You guys follow. Front line's looking okay. Okay, now let's try this. Back off. Accept that you're going to lose a bunch of men. Don't get too upset about it. You guys make them pay. Do we have war cry for this guy? We do not. See, they won't form up. I don't know why. Either way, start shooting that. Send the heavier mercenaries in. Line these guys up back here. Actually, before these guys get stuck in, let's see if we can catch them on our hoplites. Leave these guys out of phalanx so they can do more damage. Throw these guys back in. This is not going to be good. Okay, I'm not going to take these guys into phalanx because they've kind of wrapped around the unit here. You guys just get out of the way and fire at will. You guys charge. Okay, archers. Maybe one of you switch to flaming shot. And everyone shoot right here. How's our spears holding up? Okay, you guys can go ahead and drop down into phalanx. Oh, Rome 2 pathfinding. But no worries, we'll have this done shortly. You guys just go ahead and throw your stuff. Do a rally. Oh, that's an improved second wind. Alright, we'll do that. You guys come up here and throw your stuff. Archers should be running out of ammo shortly. Try and keep the hoplites formed up a little bit. You guys.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, they're actually lasting longer than I thought they would. You guys are done fighting for now. Archers keep going to town. You guys are actually hurting pretty bad. Let's go ahead and drop you back. Alright, not a fantastic performance. Alright, it's not a fantastic performance. Some of my units got pretty beat up. But I'm really impressed with these guys. My archers did quite well. And some of my hoplites did really well too. Like, generally speaking, they did well. All of the units that didn't get a ton of kills is just because I didn't put them into the fight early enough. Okay. Why do they have 2 temples built here? That's really weird. I have never seen the AI do that. That's really weird. Alright. And we don't want to loot, even though I would love to have the 18 grand. We do not want to occupy. Now, do we sack it? Or... oh, we actually can't liberate it. That means we sack it. Oh, and we have to do this too, because... wait a minute, but they shouldn't have any... okay, I guess some of their garrison units survive, so since we're in this city zone of control, we can't leave. The way to fix that is attack and retreat, and that will put us outside the zone of control, and we can move. Go ahead and run over here, get our replenishment back. Growth is still looking really good here. Ooh, 3 level ups. Or 3 skill increases or whatever, 3 skill points. Do I have a spy up here still? I do. These units look so funky. Their unit card. Very heavy skirmish cav. Let's just go spy out, scout out some stuff down there and see what we find. We have started getting replenishment here. Everyone's topped up except for these mercenaries. Now we can recruit to replace this. I'm actually going to get rid of these guys right now and just hire in another unit of pikes. Well, that was a bad idea. Alright, whatever. It'll save us a little money every turn. Galatia has virtually nothing. Their garrison's full strength. Did I sack this place? Did I already do that? No. I did not. Alright, make sure the armies have moved. We'll probably end the episode right about here. Might be a couple of minutes shorter than normal, but it's a couple of minutes. And that way I can hopefully start getting it uploaded sooner to try and make the upload actually work. I would eventually like to swap these guys out. Well, I don't know, maybe not. I put these guys in here so that I didn't just have to replenish from elites and warriors. It'd make replenishment a little easier. So yeah, we'll keep them for now. Still have time out here. Loyalty looks okay. We will keep just throwing money at them. And end the turn. That's annoying.
You have been blessed with courage, so will you not use...
I will not use courage. Alright, so I'll go ahead and end the episode here. Again, sorry about the delay in getting more episodes up, but hopefully the computer issues will be resolved, and we should have this campaign churning out a couple episodes a week again.